Hey, I want to give a special thanks to Noxious Ice for sending me this game. I really appreciate it. Because what I'm playing today on Foxx Plays is Descent. The first one. Now I'm going to skip all the shitty, boring stuff and get right into it. This is a 6-axis of freedom game. Where, like, it's a first-person shooter, but you also get to go upside down. It's great. As a side note, if you get head sick from, like, riding in cars and stuff, you're probably going to get a headache from watching this. So, like, this is your warning. I will not warn again. Oh, come on. So, the crux of this game, essentially, is I've been hired by a mining company that's losing control of all of its mining facilities because reasons. At least the reasons given in the game are that, like, the core, the, like, power plant core, mother computer, whatever, is infected by, like, virus or something like that. So all of the mining facilities are overrun by the mining drones, who've taken all of the, like, human operators captive. And so, like, I gotta rescue the hostages and then blow up, like, the mainframe, I guess, the whatever the master control computer is. And I've got a little spaceship that I get to do it in because I'm a badass. And essentially, while that all sounds nice and fancy, and you think, oh, what a neat, innovative game, I'm sure that this really was waltzing off the shelves in 1995, which is when it came out. Like, no, not even a little bit. This game is just more of the same first-person shooters with a nice, like, gimmick for its time, you know, like its time frame. Like I said, I mean, it's a 6-axis game, so I can do barrel rolls. Well, this isn't actually a barrel roll. This is it's an aileron roll or whatever. But I can do, like, big, like, loops and stuff, and you can do, you know, a bunch of really awesome maneuvers. I'm not actually playing it as God intended with the original keyboard. I've actually got my little shitty off-brand 360 controller plugged in right now, because playing this on a keyboard these days is, well, like, I would imagine that being a surgeon requires less years in school and less, like, hand-eye skill than using the keyboard and mouse combo to control this game. Like, I mean, I got this game off of Steam, so this is, I don't even get the manual. Like, Good Old Games gives you manuals and stuff. I don't even know. So, yeah, no, rocking it with a controller today, thank you very much. Like all the other games that kind of came out around the time... Oh, I'm stuck on a wall. No, stop it. Like, I have to go collect keys, because, you know, all games are about collecting keys. You know, the farther back in time you go, the more a game is about collecting keys. And they're colored keys, too. Usually, some combination or in order of, like, the primary colors. And occasionally, if you're playing an advanced enough game, there'll be, like, non-primary colors in there. So, for me, what it is it's about getting a series of keys, and then hopefully I'll get the red key, which is the open the boss door key, because all red doors lead to the boss. Sort of, that's the kind of, like, rule of thumb that you can guarantee will always happen. And there's a bunch of secrets, like I just abused one of them just now, in fact. And, you know, there's some other fun stuff, like I got this Vulcan cannon, like you can see I got concussion missiles and, like, a Vulcan cannon in the bottom right and left, respectively. And that's just, like, you get to upgrade your guns. You know, I could be rocking it right now with the OG laser, but fuck that. This Vulcan cannon is way cooler. Oh, look at that. It's the lava-filled room. So this game, you know, like, I guess you'd expect it to kind of be a romp through levels, as these kinds of games do. And in fact, you'd be right. There are 27 levels in this game, of which, because this was so graciously gifted to me, I have played 8. So there are 19 levels that I have not even looked at yet. It's a long game, and actually, as time goes on, it gets more clever as you play. The levels get more interesting, and they become a little bit more, I guess, exhilarating to explore. Like, this is just sort of teaching me how to play the game a little bit. That's the red door, by the way. I know it didn't look very red aside from the little lights on the side. So that is in fact your only indicator that it is a red door. It is not, of course, as kind as to say make the entire door red. But, you know, you can't ask for everything. And then, last but not least, so, like, I'm trying to blow up the enemy robots. Yeah, I don't have to. Like, I have to within the context of if I don't, there stands a really good chance that they'll kill me. Because in the center of my little console here, I've got, like, basically... Oh, I ran out of bullets! No! My center console has all of, like, the pertinent information, including but not limited to... I've got this little blue shield around my boat, my ship, and that is the energy that I have. Like, basically it's my shield. If I run out of that, I'll die. And then the little yellow number is how many bullets I have. It's like my laser energy. Speaking of which, after you blow up the core, every single mission, you have to come to one of these little exit passages, and sometimes they're not right next to the core to get out and win, and you are on like a Super Metroid timer with that shit. So hope to God you remember where it is, because if you forget, you can run out of time after having blown up the core, and then you have to play the level over again. Because this is from a time when games did not... There was no messing around. If you weren't good enough, it's time for you to memorize how to play, Pipsqueak. I can respect that. I do appreciate a certain degree of man's manliness in my video games. You know, as stated prior, I have no history with this game. It's not something I grew up with. Oh, all three of you are just... Yeah, go away. Thank you. Goodbye. I mean, granted, if I had this game as a kid, I probably would have played the shit out of it, because this is Star Wars the video game. Oh, okay, good. Well, I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go this way, see where this goes. Fortunately, the game is actually much nicer than, say, Doom is. Or Quake, I guess, is a little bit more relevant to the time period. Because they give you a map. I mean, granted, it's a wireframe shit map that doesn't show you anything. I mean, like, you can figure it out, though. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's no worse to use than, say, the Metroid Prime 1 map was. So, you know, I mean, you can do it. It's not as, I mean... It's not as user-friendly as I think I... Oh! Did I get him? No. I didn't get him. It's not as user-friendly as I'd like it to be, but, I mean... It's a 20-year-old game, so, like, I can't complain too much. The fact that it's working on my computer at all is basically a miracle. So, you know, I will take the old entrepreneurial shitty design with that sort of caveat in mind. Well, let's see here. What do I got? I got okay, I got bombs. That's what I got. I got bombs. Yay! I never use the bombs. Like I said, I've only experienced a handful of levels so far, but not once have I ever been inclined to use the bombs, because missiles are just so much cooler and faster. So, you know, strike one on the whole arsenal thing there. We got a much better option in missiles. aside from talk of missiles, it looks like I have run out of time, even for a first episode. So I'm gonna pick this up next time, and we'll finish this level and move on to the next one. It'll be glorious, and I'll see you then.